Hi, Randy, K7AGE. I'm out for a little portable operating today. So I've dragged out probably way too much stuff again, just like on field day. But I thought I would load up my gator here and go out south of my house on some old logging roads and see what I can work today. So I'm set up kind of up on a higher location here because I want to get into the Brookings repeater, which is about 25 miles south from here. I can barely get into it from my house, so I thought I would try here. So this is a high spot, and I'm able to chuck it and bring up the repeater. So we'll do that and have their noontime net. That's in about 40 minutes. And after that, I'm going to pack up and move out, and hopefully where we can have a good view of the ocean if the fog goes away. Kind of foggy today, and it's warm out here in the sun and a very little breeze. So let me show you what I got in the back of the gator here. So in the green crate I have my 30 amp hour Bio-Enno battery, another hunk of coax, and my Panasonic Tough Book. And next to that I got a couple gallons of water and a fire extinguisher, just in case anything happens. I also brought a shovel along. And let's see, this is my video camera bag. This bag here is my Alex Loop hem pack, so after we do the 2-meter repeater thing, we'll set that up. I got another bag here of a bunch of stuff, including my ICOM ID51, and over here is the ICOM 705, and in the ICOM backpack I have it kind of backwards in there. And inside here I've got, just a couple miscellaneous things, not much. But I can flip the top over and let the bottom flap hold it down. And I have an elk antennas. It's their 2-meter 440 log periodic. And I have it on a speaker stand. I use these for PA speakers. And I've got this PVC piece going across, and here's the bracket that the speaker would mount to. And I could tilt this up and twist it this way if you want to play around with satellite stuff. But that's my elk.
USD, good afternoon. This is KI7 with Echo Golf, and my name is Deb. I am the net control station for the Pelican Bay Amateur Radio Club's Health and Welfare Net. This net currently meets every day at 12 o'clock noon. The purpose of this net is to make sure our members of the community are safe, and if they are in need of anything, see how we can help them. Great? Those wishing to check in, please call now.
K7AGE.
Good morning, Randy. How are things in Gold Beach?
Oh, pretty good, Deb. I'm out here set up portable a little ways away from my house. I drove out with my gator, and I got a portable antenna set up, a little beam, and I'm making a video here. And after the net, I'm going to go a little bit further down the hill, and hopefully I can get a place where I can see the coast. But it looks like a lot of fog coming in today. Go ahead.
Yes, it's still fogged in here. I just came in from town, even though I can see the blue skies a little bit, looks like kind of north. So, what are you doing the video of, Randy?
Of me out here operating portable. So I have my ICOM IC705. I got it with an external battery, so I'm running 10 watts. I have a 5-element elk 440/2-meter beam antenna pointed in your direction on a light stand. So when I get done here, I'm going to go down the hill and get in some shade. It's getting kind of warm out here, and set up and work some HF. So that's the plan today. So I was able to get into the Pelican Bay Amateur Radio Club noontime net on their 146.96 repeater. They started this net back in the early days of the COVID, when people couldn't get together, and it generated a lot of radioactivity, and a lot of people put up better antennas. I know several people bought IC7300s and got on HF. I'm going to pack up and get out of the sun and get into some shade, and hopefully we can get a nice view of the coast if this fog goes away and set up and try and do some HF here. So this is Randy moving from the 2-meter location. Okay, well, I moved to another spot down the hill from where I operated the 2-meter noontime net, and I set up. Well, this is the next day. I got down here and nothing was working right for me, and that's how it goes sometimes. That's why we go out and practice. So I tried to get into a 40-meter net, and I called and wasn't able to do it, so I gave up on that. I thought, well, I'll go off to the digital modes. They always work. Well, I couldn't get the Panasonic Toughbook using Wi-Fi to connect to the ICOM 705. Well, actually it would connect, but I couldn't get a serial port. Every time I tried to select a serial port, it said unavailable or some nonsense like that. So I fooled with it and probably changed too many settings, and I didn't know where I was at that point. Didn't have any documentation with me. Internet's pretty poor out here, if at all. So I went home. When I got home, I set up the radio and the computer in the ham shack, and I went through Josh's video from Ham Radio Crash Course about using the laptop with Wi-Fi to the 705 using access point, and still having troubles. I wasn't able to get the COM ports to recognize, so I uninstalled the ICOM utility software, reloaded it, went through all the setup from ground zero, and then it all worked. I was able to get on WSJT. I was able to send a couple WinLink messages, so I think I have that sorted out, and a couple other little issues. So I reloaded up, brought some more stuff, brought more than one antenna this time, and we'll see what we can do here. So, and it's a lot nicer today. Yesterday, I couldn't see more than 200-300 feet down this hill. So today we have a nice view of the ocean. So let's start setting some things up. So I'm going to set up. I have the Alex loop, the ham pack. This is his new current magnetic loop antenna. So in the back of the backpack here is the coax loop. And this is what's going to make the big loop of the antenna. And in the main pocket, there's basically a bag you can put to hold your radio. I'm not using it. I'm using the ICOM backpack. So that's empty. And here's another bag for accessories. Again, I have other bags, so I'm not using that. And in the back here is the main parts of the loop antenna. So, whoops. This here is the tuning box, and it has some plastic tubes put on there. And here's the top loop. This is the coupling loop, and it fits on here. So you get all that put together like that. Now, this is very special coax, or very special connectors. You probably can't see, but the inside of this PL259, the center and the shield are all shorted together. Where there's usually a insulator in there, there's a metal plate. So don't get this mixed up and don't use it as a jumper from your radio to something, because it'll be a dead short. And then the top here, there's a little, like a cable U-clamp thing, and that slips over the top. It's pretty tight. I had to loosen it up here a little bit on mine. There we go. I got that on there like that. Screw these in. You want to make sure these are good and tight. Oh, there it is. So this is a little really lightweight camera tripod I got somewhere, I don't know. And I pulled off the pan tilt thing head. It just came right off. And just happens to be that the Alex loop post slides right over it. And I have the Alex loop set up here on the little tripod, and with my gallon of water to hold it down. So I have the 705 set up on 7283.5, which is the noontime net, kind of runs all day, I think, out here on the West Coast. Being out here like this, there's like no noise. So the signals sound really good, but they're really not moving the S meter. So we'll give a few calls and see if we can get into this. Hoping one of these relays hear me. Kilo 7 Alpha Golf Echo.
Relay. Roger, roger. Dion, Dar?
Well, I've tried numerous times using the Alex loop,
Okay,
so I'm going to set up my super antenna. It's a little adjustable vertical. See what happens. So there's a lot of bits and pieces to the super antenna. It's all based around this coil that slides in and out for tuning, and it has a standard 24 3/8 type antenna mount thread. And I haven't put this together. I've had this for probably, I'm going to guess, close to 20 years. And they're still made. It's called the new super antenna now. I also think the Wolf coil antennas are kind of similar. So you basically have a base piece that screws in here. And that screws into this mount like that. And it does come with a little kind of tripod thing with some little legs that screw in, or I don't know if it comes with it, but I have it. So if you want to set it on a tabletop, you can do that. I'm not going to use this. I have a U-bolt, which fits in here, and also a C-clamp. You could clamp this to something. And then it has a little telescoping whip. This is only about 5 feet long. I have this MFJ one that's quite a bit longer. I don't know, about 7, 8 feet. We'll see when we pull it out. So let me see if I can get this set up. Oh, the other thing it comes with is a set of ribbon cable wires for the radios. Oops, that old rubber band just broke. And you can improve this antenna by using some radios that are resonant to the band that you're operating on, but I just have what came with it. Okay, so I have the super antenna bolted, clamped to the side of the gator here, and tilt up and zoom out. You can kind of see how long the whip is there. It's probably about 10-12 feet. And then the radios, I just kind of spread them out across the front and top sides of the gator. To tune the antenna, just kind of run that coil up and down, kind of peak for the most noise. And then one of the things I really like on the 705 is the big wide SWR meter. So I drop the power down and then put the radio in RIDI mode and key up on the microphone. Look where the SWR is, and then slide the antenna, repeat, tune, repeat until you get it down. So I got the SWR down pretty good. So let's see if this helps. I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but the whole super antenna, except for that long coil, fits in this little bag, including about 8-10 feet of coax. So that's pretty handy. Also, good thing I did this before I left. I grabbed an Altoids tin and filled it up with a bunch of adapters, because you always need to go from BNC to PL259 or SO239 and those types of things. So, and some barrels and stuff like that. So, let's see what happens now.
Thanks for checking in today. Early check-in. Kilo India 6, Sierra Zulu Fox, good morning. And good morning, Kilo India 6, Sierra Zulu Fox. Have you checked in? Roger, roger. Good day. Have a great day today. Who else?
Kilo 7 Alpha Golf Echo.
Kilo Echo 7, Sierra Echo Romeo. Okay, I got two of you there. Kilo 7 Alpha Delta, is that complete?
Kilo 7 Alpha Golf Echo.
Alpha Golf Echo, is that right?
Kilo 7 Alpha Golf Echo. You are correct. Operating portable QRP in Gold Beach. running an ICOM 705 with a super antenna running 10 watts.
All right, that 10 watts is working for you about S5 up here, about 30 miles south of Carson City, okay?
Oh, okay, Carson City. Okay, very good. I know the area well. I used to live in Grass Valley.
Okay, well, have a great day today, okay?
Okay, we're in Gold Beach. Okay, thanks for the check-in. Well, what can I say? The vertical, at least in this test or check-in, worked better than the loop antenna. Maybe the band changed in the last half hour while I've been playing with this, but...
CQ, hello CQ, here is November India 6, India Whiskey, USS Midway Museum, San Diego.
He's about S1. You get deceived with the low noise location. Kilo 7, Alpha Golf Echo. I forget the noise on his end, could be S7. Who knows? Kilo 7, Alpha Golf Echo.
Hello CQ, hello CQ, here
I don't think I'm going to be able to break through to him.
USS Midway Museum, San Diego.
Challenges of QRP. Kilo 7, Alpha Golf Echo.
Very, very faint. You might try a little bit later. I can barely hear you.
Well, I strung up my 40/20 meter dipole, the same one I used at Field Day a couple weekends ago, and trying to get the Midway station here. So I don't know if the band is gone bad or what, but he's not any stronger. So I have the dipole hung from this limb, and it runs down the trail here a little ways to a stump right over, find it here, right down to there. And going the other way, I have the end of it tied off here to the mirror on the gator. I also have a little MFJ tuner here because I didn't want to run the antenna up and down and fiddle with the lengths again. So this is a MFJ 971, and again, I tune things up by going into the RIDI mode and tuning for the minimum SWR. I dropped the power down to a couple watts, and that seems to work.
Now we're doing a special event.
It's only S1.
We're on the air, second Saturday of the month, doing a special event. We're commemorating Independence Day today. And anyway, happy to be back on the ship. We were operating from our home QTHs during the pandemic, so everybody's back on the ship, which is real nice there. Go ahead.
Kilo 7, Alpha Golf Echo. Kilo 7, Alpha Golf Echo.
Calling a little weak, but try again. This is NI6IW.
NI6IW from Kilo 7, Alpha Golf Echo. Kilo 7, Alpha Golf Echo. Go ahead.
Okay, Kilo 7, Alpha Golf Alpha, is that right? This is NI6IW.
Kilo 7, Alpha Golf Echo, America, Germany, England. Kilo 7, Alpha Golf Echo. Go ahead.
Okay, Kilo 7, Alpha Golf Echo, is that right?
Roger, roger.
Okay, real good. You're about a 5 and 4, so my name is Jim, Juliet, India, Mike, and what's your name in QTH?
Okay, Jim, my name is Randy. Romeo Alpha November Denmark Yankee, Randy, operating portable in Gold Beach. That's Gold Beach, Oregon. Gold Beach, Oregon, running 10 watts. Go ahead.
Okay, was your name Randy? Go ahead.
QSL.
And what's your QTH?
QTH is Gold Beach, Oregon.
Okay, I think we'll say 73s for now, and I got you in the log. If you like a QSL card, we're in QST Magazine under special events, also QRZ there. How copy?
Okay, Jim, you have a good signal here, running 10 watts.
Okay, 73s for now. Kilo 7, Alpha Golf Echo. Here is NI6IW, 73.
73, thank you. I tried them on the vertical, nothing. I strung up my 40 meter dipole, and I got them, barely. He's on the ship Midway down in San Diego. So it worked, sort of. It can be a slug sometimes. I'm going to try some digital now. So I've opened up the jumper at the 40-20 meter junction, so now the dipole is on 20 meters. I thought I'd try some wind link here. I just was able to log in to one of the gateway stations. No email for me, but I'm going to compose and send a message to Julian, OH8STN. You know, he does a lot of videos on his Arctic Nord channel, I believe, on YouTube. Does a lot of outdoor operating, so you're really not going to be able to see anything with the sun and stuff, but I'm going to compose a message here, and I'll come back here right now. Okay, I have my email composed to Julian in Finland, OH8STN. I go, hello Julian, I'm out operating in the field. I tried the Alex loop, but wasn't able to get into a 40-meter net. I set up my super antenna vertical and was able to check into the net. Then I say, I then heard a special event station, USS Midway from San Diego. I wasn't able to work him on the vertical, so I hung my dipole. I got him, but he was having trouble hearing me. Then I'm saying there's no noise out here, so weak signals still sound good. Now trying wind link on 20, 73 Randy, K7AGE. So once you have it composed here, you then post it to the outbox, and I've opened the Vera WindLink session. Turn the radio up here, and I connected just a few minutes ago to AI7HH gateway, so I'm going to try again for him and see if I can send the message. Oh, I'm transmitting. Let's see if he hears me. Well, it worked a few minutes ago. Okay, failure to connect. So I have it set up here in the, what's it called, the best channel setup for basically the 40-meter band. Okay, let's try N0DAJ. As soon as it detects that the channel is free, there it is. So start transmitting. Here we go. Transmitting. I don't know if this will show up. Probably not. Getting data back. Get the display here. Transmit. Okay, so I've just popped up here. I'm sending data. Let me turn this where I can see it. So it's about 170 BPS, I guess, bits per second. It's lowercase. Usually, a lot of times I try this, it runs at 40 bits per second. So. Sent one message. Huh. Took 41 seconds. and it's disconnecting. So when Julian checks his WinLink email, station ID, he'll get it. Okay, let's try some 20-meter FT8. Band sounds pretty busy. Now I haven't set the clock in here probably since I left the house this morning. And I see with the delta time, about the worst case is 0.5, a lot of 0.1s, 0.0. So that tells me my clock in the laptop is set okay. I do have a little USB GPS stick I can plug in and set the clock, but it's good enough. Let me watch what's coming by here. See who's calling CQ. I got a free spot here on the band for my transmit frequency. Bing bong, bing bong. You gotta keep your Windows sounds going out your internal computer sound card settings, speaker or whatever, and the digital stuff going out the interface to your radio. So I do have it set for the even first time slot. Of course, always got the check, hold, transmit frequency box selected, auto sequence, and first call. So if I receive more than one call, it'll respond back to the first one. Nothing, call another CQ. Oh, I got one. KE6MYA in Delta Mike 12. I'm sending him back a signal report of -01. It says 791 miles. You know, being a YouTuber probably adds 3 to 6 dB to my signal. People recognize the call. I got an R15, so it should pop up the log here. Oh, there's the log. Say OK. I sent RRR back for Roger. And I got a 73 from him. I'm gonna enable my transmitter again to send another CQ. I know FT8's not for everybody, but you know, you go out in the field and you can start making some contacts. It's you know, the bits get through when the voice doesn't. Sending CQ again. Okay, I have the vertical set up for 17. It's not as crowded. Let's see what we can see here. Oh, there's another JI, so let me try him. That's Japan. I'm kind of in the mid timing, so let it cycle through here, see what happens. I see Cuba on here. Okay, so we're trying JI3 Victor Uniform Bravo. It says it's 5,148 miles away. We shall see. He's strong. He's a +6. I go back here, look at the waterfall, see how my transmit frequency is doing. I got him. Responding back with a +10. Signal peaked up. Working Japan. Way out that way. 5,148 miles. I got an RR73 from him for Roger. My log popped open. I'm sending him a 73. Push on the OK. And he's in the log. So I'm going to enable my transmit now and start sending CQs. I've sent him a 73. Okay, I'm sending CQ. See who I can scare up. Okay, I have K7 NWF from DM43, 951 miles away. Probably Colorado is my guess. I don't have a grid square map to look at. Sending him a plus 11. I got a minus 13 back. Yeah, he's strong. I can see he's really red on the waterfall. Sending him an RRR, Roger. And I get an RR73 from him. A log window pops open. Push the OK and he's in the log. Enable my transmitter, go back to sending 70Q, CQ. It says, he came back and said, TU for thank you, Randy. Good luck, GL. So he recognized me. See, like I said, it's good for a few more dB. I'm sending CQ, see if anybody comes back. So I got to Japan with that 10-foot vertical and the super antenna. I guess to be fair, I should hook up the Alex loop here and give that a try. Let's see if I get one more calling CQ, and then I'll flip over to the loop. Because the loop would be, you know, it lends itself to like FT8, because you're sitting on one frequency, you're not tuning around, and have to retune the loop and stuff like that, because it's so narrow bandwidth, it can be a little hard to hear, you know, even receive signals. Calling CQ on the Alex loop, and I just got, hard to see here, JA0QVJ, Japan. 5,017 miles. He's in grid Peter Mike 85. Sent him a plus 4. He's sending me his grid a second time. Let's see if we can complete this. Okay, I got an R18. So I got a, he heard me and he sent me my signal report back. I'm minus 18. I'm sending him RRR. And I got a 73 back from him and the log window popped open. So, worked Japan on the loop. He answered my CQ. Anyway, I'm going to load up and head on home. This is K7AGE. I hope you enjoyed following me out here. If you like this, please press the like button, give me a thumbs up. You can follow me on Twitter at K7AGE. And 73. And then put the coax. Oh, here it is.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, weird band. I guess I could have tuned up the better antenna. Anyway, thank you.
Kilo 7, Alpha Golf Echo.
Who wants to get checked in to the noontime nest, step right up to the microphone, push the button, and say your call. 87 RT, looking for later message.
Sounds like somebody's vacuum cleaner came on. That's why you don't leave your Vox on when you walk away from your radio.